Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. There is another PTU build now with the Evocati. Let us take a look. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. And if you do enjoy my content, guys, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We will do a ship giveaway once we reach 40,000 subscribers. So the latest build is 3.13H. Now the previous 3.13G build I didn't manage to cover, but the intention of that previous build was to purposefully tackle a specific blocker or a bug that they need to fix before it can release any further, which would have a player spawn in and suffocate and then rinse repeat. I am happy to say that the 3.13H has that blocker fixed, so we are now back to potential Wave 1 candidates with each of these patches. But with that said, let us take a look at the latest patch notes for 3.13H. Now the testing focus remains the same, but for feature updates to gameplay, they have increased the accuracy of all AI size 6 and size 10 turrets around rest stops, so they should be a little bit more effective. They've adjusted the cave mission text to mention which kind of cave type the player will encounter, so it will specifically mention if the cave is only accessible on foot, via a ship or a vehicle, which will certainly help when planning a mission and deciding what vehicle or equipment to take. They've also updated the loadout of the cave NPCs, and I'm really looking forward to fighting these NPCs in caves, especially as a group, as an org going down together. That's going to be fun. Finally, they have updated the artwork, materials and level of details on mounted guns and their platform. For core tech, they have added a new profile option for the Tobii eye tracker to differentiate between flight and on foot, which is great news. Having that option to adjust these settings separately is going to be a great improvement. Now onto bug fixing. There are 19 bug fixes. As usual, I'll only include the bugs that don't specifically relate to 3.13, as we won't see these anyway. They have fixed an issue causing the 100 series to not be able to have pitch, roll or yaw control. The gunfire from the Revenant Gatling gun should no longer give excessive glare on the Avenger series windscreen. Now that is a fantastic fix. I am so happy about this because I use my Avenger quite often, and the Revenant is a good go-to weapon, but when you can't see what you're firing at, it kind of throws a spanner in the works. Anyway, they've fixed an issue causing ships to become stuck when using auto-land. Players should not be able to use auto-land with the landing gear raised, plus Gravlev vehicles should no longer suddenly boost away from the landing pad when attempting to auto-land. I haven't experienced that myself. Bounty hunter missions around Yellow should now correctly have location names and the mission description. Security AI should now recognise if the player has illegal cargo or stolen goods on board. Interesting that they can recognise stolen goods. I'm not sure if that's new to 3.13 or if that's something that's been in the game for a while, because I've never actually stolen anything from anyone. Bright flashes of geometry should no longer briefly display when equipping consumables, lasers and weapons in the VMA, and they have fixed an issue causing incorrect shadows to appear on the landing pads around Security Station Korea. There has also been 12 client crash fixes, 6 server crash fixes and a main thread deadlock fix. Now there are still 10 known issues. None of them appear to be proper blockers like the suffocating one. Obviously that one has been fixed for this build, which is great to hear. Others include the star map will occasionally fail to load and will remain blank regardless of scrolling or resetting position. Now this, again, a really good bug to be finally looking into and getting addressed. This has been a pain for a long while. You have to just basically come out of the mobiGlas, go back in again, and it should fix it. I suppose once they convert the star map and redo it in building blocks, this issue shouldn't be a problem anyway, so this could be more of a temporary fix while they're working on the star map, which I think they said won't come until much later this year. Anyway, an elevator in Lawville Spaceport has invisible collision blocking the entrance, and finally shopping kiosks aren't loading, but there is a hotfix in the works. Now I'm not sure if that shopping kiosk one is something that we have in 3.12.1 or if it is just a 3.13 issue, but I thought I would mention it nonetheless. So there you have it. They're still progressing to Wave 1, and now that suffocating blocker has been resolved, it could be any day now. But that is the latest on the 3.13 Evocati front. Be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all of the Star Citizen leaks as they happen, and come follow me over on twitch.tv/supermacbrothers Ryan. Everybody is welcome. And if you could do the channel a big favour and hit that thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Again, thank you to my patrons and channel members for all your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.